I'm muted and the camera is off.
Ocean water.
Starting. Hmm. 27.
Geez, that's up at the airport. I was there yesterday. Oh, yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
Took it up there. So
yeah,
it's way-
looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
When you asked the time, I thought you were calling order.
I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Welcome everybody to the Municipal Truth and Reconciliation Committee meeting for Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. We are here, as a TRC committee. There's, Reese, Eileen, and Joan, and two support staff, Megan and
Michelle.
Michelle. Okay. Nice to see you. Okay, so anyway, we shall, call this meeting to order as we have a quorum for today, and I guess we'll do the land acknowledgement now. So whoever wants to do that. Okay, Reese, thank you.
So as we started our meeting, we acknowledge that Sioux Lookout sits on the traditional territory of the Lac Sioux First Nation within the Anishinaabe Nation in Treaty Number 3. We also acknowledge that Sioux Lookout is traditionally known as Wanawanagung Bay, which means Bay of Sandy Beaches, and that many of the people and communities that we serve come from Treaties 5 and 9.
Thank you. All right. Okay, so number 3 now on the agenda, 3A, introduction of amendments to the agenda. Anybody? Would you like to add number 4, I guess? TRC awards, proposed TRC awards?
Wards.
Yeah,
Okay.
as an item.
And is the budget on the agenda? I've got the items going to agenda on as number 3. Okay. So it'll be on. Like, are you talking about what's going to council? Well, I just wanna, if we have money left, we'll put something on the budget. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that will be in that category. Yeah, we can talk about it, sure. Yeah.
Budget number 5? Okay. A big budget. No, okay. Okay, so those are the amendments to the agenda. So are they acceptable to everybody? No, do we need a motion? No?
Yeah.
Okay, so who wants to move? Okay, the 2 items. Yeah, Joan will move it and seconder, Reese will second. Everybody in agreement? I am, the rest show of hands. Okay, good. 3B, confirmation of the agenda. So that'll be the agenda for today. And moved, who wants to move? Joan again,
So-
Reese again. Okay. And show of hands, yes, okay, good. Number 4, declarations of pecuniary interest, and there are none. So can we move on? Number 5, the adoption of the minutes from November 19th, 2004, and they are attached for us, and they were sent to us beforehand to look at, and I think everything looked okay. There. Got a lot done that meeting. Okay, so anybody want to move those minutes then?
Yeah, I'll move it.
Please, so move it and Joan will second it. Second those minutes and then I'll probably sign them at some point. All right, show of hands, sorry. Everybody in agreement? Yep, okay. Yeah, everybody's in agreement. Thank you. Number 6, business arising from the minutes. Anything? I didn't notice anything that I wanted to talk about at this time. No, none? Okay, so there will be none then arising, business arising from the minutes then. Okay, number 7, delegations, presentations, and committee presentations. And I don't see anybody here. Nobody's online, so again, there are none. And we'll move on to number 8. So number 8 are the items for discussion. So number 1, the working group check-in.
So we have the cabinet up at the airport, so it's there, giving us the keys.
Mhm.
And I think the items are going to be collected by Meredith. And then maybe you can contact it or. I am not sure. Meredith is away this week. I'm away next week. So I don't know when she plans on doing that, if it's her. It may not happen until the new year just because of Christmas. But yeah, once they're up, once I'm notified they're up, I can like.
Okay. And then so I spoke with Brad Hislop, and he said that he can go up there, take a few photos of what's up there, and he can write a little thing about it. And we put these in here. Yeah. So when they're done, I can go up and take photos and then let Brad know.
And I think we can only have 3 people there at a time working on putting.
Yeah, it's just little photo frames to put like
Oh,
pottery.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
those are just the frame that I
Yeah.
was trying to read because it's orange or.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I think that, because we want to hang those 2 pictures and the ticket noggin. And when I went, Ben was amazing. And so Ben was there to help, and so was Kevin Goria, who does maintenance up there. So Kevin can maybe help you guys hang those, because
Okay.
they did just hang the other photos in there are just hung as regular photos. They're not high
They
security.
never look around.
Yeah,
Oh,
there is some other art in the waiting area there.
Okay.
Not in the area that ours is, because there is a nice big blank wall above our cabinet.
Okay.
And there is, like, if we wanted to, like, in the future, get another cabinet, there's lots of space.
Okay.
Yeah.
If another working group for the signs here, so I was able to get Florence to help me with the Roman or orthography. The only thing that for the name of Sioux Lookout, I changed that to our approved one, just to make sure that there's consistency. I did reach out to Kathy for the syllabics. I haven't heard back yet, but this is the welcome to Sioux Lookout. We're glad you're here in Roman orthography in Ojibwe.
And who did that?
That was Florence Sanderson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the only thing that I did have to change, because there was a different spelling for Sioux Lookout, so I did change that to the one we have for the land acknowledgement.
Okay.
The trouble with that, and I look for looking at that, viewing it, would go Wanawakang, and that's not how it sounds.
Yeah.
So could it not be changed to how it sounds?
I think the correct one is at the library because when I looked at Patricia Nigwance's books, she uses that spelling that's at the library.
Yeah,
And I think if you were to pass this by people from Lac Seul, the local dialect,
Mhm.
it's not this one.
no.
Yeah. So you might
The one
end
that-
up with getting reaction from the local
Yeah, yeah.
people. So,
I mean, that's just not helpful. I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard the name murdered so many times.
yeah,
I mean, and I struggle.
Yeah, the one that was
One-
given to me.
one Naungan.
Yeah,
That's all how I knew it growing up as a child.
That's the trouble, like different dialects will use a G and a K.
Yeah,
It's the same sound, but it's. But some people, do a K and some do a G, but
Mhm.
it's softer, it's not a K, doesn't sound like that.
can I read you what was given to me originally? It was a WAANINA
Yeah.
WINGANG.
That's right.
Yeah,
Gang has a double A, I think, because it's a longer
GAANA.
NG, yeah.
GAANG. Okay. Do
Yeah.
you want me to change it on here then? Like,
So
yeah.
It's being done with the one that was purchased and like where they had the consultant from. Company that I said.
Huon,
Yes.
but quite Huon, I know they're mostly from the north.
I was told the person who did it was from Laxville, so I don't know.
No way,
That's,
really?
that's what I was told, but I don't know who it was.
What does it say on the town sign?
It says this one, the same one that's on that paper.
Please, no.
Yes.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, that's awful,
when
absolutely stupid.
some people might take offense to it.
Yeah,
And for me, the local dialect should be the one that's used because that's what this place was called originally. There's
And that's what's that for.
and to me, it's a form of disrespect, I would think. So you have to be really careful what you guys are proposing here, even if it costs money to change those signs. I think that's,
Well, they haven't been printed yet, have they? 'Cause I don't know if they've been printed or purchased. I do know that it was a very long consultation process. That, I mean, that's doing what they believe is right, is going through the process of
Mhm.
hiring someone who says they are a local expert on dialects.
Can you maybe just like email them, just saying like, we have this, but also we were given this. Can they explain to us the difference
Yeah.
between, this spelling and that spelling, just so that, you know what I mean? There's not in like a rude way, just be like, hey, like respectful, we have two different spellings. Can you please explain how you got to this spelling? Because we're, you know what I mean? Like,
Somebody like Andy Laxul. I mean, he's a language expert and he's really older for Laxul. Andy,
Was it Charles Brown? I thought it-
he's got another, no, he's from Bearskin.
Consultant. Yeah, well, I heard their language.
I mean, he does language work.
Yeah.
He's from
Yeah.
Bearskin.
Yeah. And same with Kathy Wesley is from Saugeen.
Kathy Wesley was originally from Laxul, but she's been living in Saugeen for a long time. And I'm not sure, she would be in my situation. We're about the same age. We both went to Pelican and I'm surprised that she would use the spelling.
She might not have, because we didn't like research
Yeah.
them to about, we haven't heard about it.
Yeah. So I find there a little discrepancy there and
So should we maybe make a motion that we do some more research then?
Yeah.
yeah.
And Andy Hammond or Andy Laxul,
Yeah.
yeah, that guy, ask him.
I think it would be wise to make a motion to do more research
Yeah.
before taking anything to council.
Yes.
Yeah.
Print any signs.
Yes.
And then I think if you decide that the information that you find during your research is something that you need to bring to council about
Yeah.
the sign that the town is purchasing,
Yeah,
that a delegation come.
and I think they
Maybe-
also need to get Clifford Bull on this. Maybe some of his counsel,
Mhm.
to, um. To give the okay.
Yeah.
To use
Yeah,
this
you're right.
spelling.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you, pass it before the First Nation and then that's whose area that
Yeah.
this area is, and we're in Treaty 3, and our people from Lac Seul live anywhere from, Silver Dollar up that way. They're the sturgeon clan, like from the Sturgeon Lake. And they made it a point to paddle to Lac Seul on one summer, and to make their journey to the main part of Lac Seul. And then our people have lived all the way up towards Red Lake, and they still live up in Red Lake. So the Lac Seul region itself, for the band is well, it's not just Frenchman's Head, and it's not just Kejik Bay. Our trap lines and everything, all over the place. I was raised south of Deer Falls. That's where we were in the bush. And there were other families along the way. And then we would travel down to Kejik Bay, in the summer to visit our relatives and camp with them, or something. But anyway, so it's a wide area, wide area that we're looking at, and that our people are here. Sioux Lookout is one of the areas, and yeah, so.
So I'm gonna suggest then that I don't bring anything to council in January, so that you have a chance to decide what you want me to do.
Okay.
And we'll talk about it in January, and then I'll be able to go to in February, at least with our budget and our work plan.
Yeah.
And then you can decide how you want to approach the land acknowledgement and whatever,
Yes,
in the meantime.
yeah.
Does that sound reasonable?
Do we need a motion? Like, do we need a motion?
To not take it to,
No, to do the research.
are you, if you're going to spend money, yes.
Or not?
Like my question is just like, are you able to go back to Kirk and just say, hey, we have,
Kirk is struggling that they're not. The organization
staff
that
wise?
they were
Yeah.
5 years
Okay.
ago, that their budget has been cut extremely.
Okay.
They've moved out of the basement of the KC Hall.
oh,
They've moved somewhere else. So I don't know, I don't think they have the vast resources that they had in the past, so.
but like, can we go up and just say like, hey, quick, just wondering where you got this spelling, like the old spelling from, just to ask, cause maybe,
I think that
Yeah.
we should do Darlene's idea that we should contact Clifford Bull.
Okay.
And ask him to approve one of the spellings and
Yeah.
whether he approves.
can we ask them to approve the spelling? Here, Darlene, sorry, I just wrote it down from what
Yeah.
Florence gave me.
I would follow the one at the library,
The
because
library?
that seems to be the one that's in Pat Nagwan's 2 books.
Okay.
And they do hand out that book as that one little book to staff at the SLFNA.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's in there,
Okay.
Wait, I can go and take a photo after this meeting.
Should we
Yeah.
reach out to Doug and see if Doug can maybe contact,
Go for
For Bull, yeah, their next meeting, yeah.
get my
maybe
guess.
even
I'll leave it Doug.
tell him today. 'cause
Yes.
Yeah.
He's planning on,
The meeting today?
no, he's gonna have a coffee with him.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay, nice.
That's
Okay,
right.
I'll contact Doug today.
Right now, still doing food hampers.
Yeah.
Doug? Oh.
I had coffee with him this morning.
No,
That's how I know that. And that. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I should say that. I want to call from the food bank for a couple of days, and I've got the phone with me in B-ring, and I won't have to answer it, so I apologize.
Yeah.
Because Doug and Cherry are delivering, and if they have some issue with getting it, they'll call me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Slam is having a food distribution right now.
Mhm.
They just put out their sign. I was walking by and I went in and grabbed a bag and ooh, it was heavy. But I'm gonna give that to somebody that probably needs it, so.
Convention Center was delivering their.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yesterday, or the day before, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
yeah, and I think they're in the same situation with the staffing, because they're having well,
Everyone's low staff, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Lots of work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally trying to get my friends from Toronto to come up here. I'm like, if you can be a barista at Starbucks in Toronto for $22 an hour, you can come up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
but
offense.
where is there to live? That's the other.
With me.
problem. What time?
Yeah, with me.
Okay.
Until they can find a place.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway,
So just sort of going back to that, some people, some indigenous speakers would look at the K and know that it's pronounced as a soft sound. But for most Anglophones, it will read Wanawakak, and that's just ugly for the start and incorrect.
My question is, how do you pronounce the "we're glad you're here"? We.
the way it's written anyway, Minwendagun Kabijiyan. Jayan. Gabi, the two eyes are, it's a long, like a long E.
Mhm.
Yan. Yeah. Gabijayan. 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 Gabija means Gabija to come here. Gabijayan. You're here. Minwendagun. We're glad. Minwendagun.
Okay.
Minwendagun Gabijayan. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then the syllabics. Yeah, that would be interesting to know what that says too.
Yeah, maybe I'll send Kathy a quick
Yeah.
friendly reminder today. Yeah.
I'd ask, I don't know if Clifford knows how to read, or if he could get Andy Laxwell to look at that too. Yeah.
Yeah, what is the syllabics meant? Because there's nowhere do I see the syllabics for Sioux Lookout. It's not in there. Oh, well, that's that one is one. Oh, yeah, yeah. That middle bit is Sioux Lookout. But what does the rest of it stand for?
I must say Sioux Lookout Cup of the North, because it's under that wording.
Yeah, probably help.
When Brian was here, he'd mentioned what it was.
Yeah.
It would have been in some old minutes that we have.
Okay, so for January, then we need to do research on the one noun gang. The word now for solo code. Pass it to Chief Clifford Bowl and maybe Andy Hammond, Laxo. I could ask Patricia Nigwantz what she thinks.
Yeah.
Send her this word here and see if that might be a proper usage or the other one, but okay. But it's best that we, before we go forward,
Yeah,
that we should,
Correct.
yeah,
Mhm.
okay, so up, I guess, are we done with that, or do we need a motion?
Right?
Yeah, we're not spending money and you're not telling me to go to council.
Yeah.
So I would say no,
Okay.
because I would consider this kind of a working group doing its thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
No, it's up to them.
As long as there's only three.
Yeah.
okay, so then we'll move on to number 2, the update regarding quorum.
So that is an update that I'm gonna provide for you.
Yeah.
I sent it in an email, so, because we've had a resignation and a person who's not, being represented from Laxel at this point, quorum is 4. So if you're having a meeting that has 4, it has to be posted, we have to have it advertised. So if you're doing a working group that has 4, that counts as a meeting. So please keep that in mind. You can have working groups of 3 without me, that's fine. At the spur of the moment, but once you hit 4, it turns into a quorum official meeting.
Hmm.
Yeah. You look confused.
Not confused, just astounded. Like, why can't you have a working group and just be a working group?
Because once you hit 4 people, you have,
Four. Why four?
because that's how,
It's a percentage of the.
it's a
Yes,
percentage.
But.
That's what's in the bylaw.
There's working outside the meeting, so surely if we met to talk about things with Tom, like if 3 of us met with Tom and Randy. Then
That's
it's
fine.
But Tom and Renee don't count.
They don't count because they're not members.
No,
So if, as long as there's only 3 members of the committee, and that's in your terms of reference.
I'm sure it is, but anyway. As soon as we decolonize the blasted meetings.
Well, and
Be a really good idea.
You do have the option to ask council to remove the committee from being under like the municipal rules by becoming a community committee rather than a municipal committee, and that would change your rules.
before we were the mayor's committee, and the mayor's committee, it was put under there because I think Laxul and Nan were part of it, even though they were from outside, right? Whereas a municipal committee, everybody has to live within Sioux Lookout, wasn't it? Isn't
Well,
that the
I think
difference?
It's still a mayor's committee because the mayor's
Mhm.
technically on the committee, he just doesn't attend.
I thought it was in all committees.
He is on all the
Yeah.
committees.
He's on every.
Yeah.
Every committee that's a municipal committee, he is a member of.
But he doesn't count for quorum.
Yeah,
No, he doesn't.
yeah.
So, I mean,
What's the
you
rule?
would have the option, if you don't like those rules, to request to be like a community committee instead. In which
Okay.
case you wouldn't have the staff resource person, you could request a donation from council annually, and that would be up to you guys. I mean, if that's what you want, you could think about it, and
Yeah,
I could take that to council instead to ask them to do that. Otherwise, then yeah, we're following the rules that are laid out in the terms of reference and the bylaw.
not the bylaw. Well,
But
for
we are
now,
a small committee, so like having only 3 people working is, like, it will work.
Yeah.
There's not very many.
But once we get somebody else in the committee, it'll go back to.
Yeah. And it's for
Yeah.
people, like, we can, like, I took the cabinet up there by myself, so I wouldn't be there when you're there. And then.
I've got to help you though.
You guys will be there and I won't be there because I'll be away.
Yeah.
so-
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sucks,
every
but-
meeting we've had, like with Tom Terry, we've had 2 or 3 people,
Yeah.
so it's worked, so.
So I'm just saying going forward, if you're having anything with 4 people, I need to know about it in advance.
Mhm.
So that we can get it advertised, get an agenda out and get it scheduled for Zoom or for YouTube, because that's
Yeah, that's
what we have to do.
Yeah.
When that changes, I'll let you know.
Hmm.
And if we get more people,
Yeah.
what we need to do is we need to find 2 more members for our committee,
That would be good.
then that will change that whole thing, right? Yeah. So if anyone out there wants to join our committee.
Yeah. Say it to the camera.
Yeah. Looking for members. Now, did we hear back from Last Soul? Like, have they responded to?
So I didn't reach out to them
Yeah.
until after I got direction from the
Yes.
mayor to do so. Which was, I think it was like the 13th or 14th. Or it was last week, the very end of last week, so he probably hasn't had a chance to reach out.
Okay.
But the mayor did speak with Chief Bull.
Yes,
So
hopefully.
I know he's at least been talked to.
Yeah.
And hopefully he'll be able to find a volunteer or an appointee that would like to represent.
Yeah, that would like to
Yeah.
participate.
okay, so and that's the update regarding the quorum, so. We'll just move forward with the way things are then. Eileen doesn't necessarily agree with and that we need to decolonize, as she says, and okay, And I think we'll find ourselves in it might be good for the working group, to be, put online.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So we'll move on then to number 3, items going to council in January.
So then you just said I'm not gonna go to council in January.
Okay.
So I will wait and we'll update in January for February.
Yeah,
If you have any changes in the meantime to the work plan, please send them to me and we'll be sure to go through those in January.
okay. Okay, thank you. Number 4 now, the proposed TRC awards. Kind of sprung up in my mind, and then I decided to look online to see if there is such a thing, and there is. Oh, here we go.
Is that who they-
Important. Yeah. Okay, anyway, there is out west and a couple of the cities, communities, they have TRC awards. I didn't read any too much into what the award would do, but I think it would be good to promote our committee that way. If we could have TRC awards maybe once a year, I don't know at what event or its own event. We could make it a nice dressy affair. We could have the people from Sioux Lookout present the awards, somebody from the Chamber of Commerce, somebody from the police, the detachment here. We could have somebody, business people present and organizations from the First Nations be presenters for these awards. And our TRC awards, it could also be youth awards. So we know that the
I'm having.
Yeah,
it's
hard
to hear them speaking.
TRC awards, we could have youth awards given out because I know the Sioux Lookout Sioux North does their own Orange Shirt Day events and also at the public school. So if we see or hear of anybody being nominated for an award, that would be good to know who these young people are. And if the student council or somebody from the student council is working hard on Orange Shirt Day, then they should be recognized,
Mhm.
I believe. And we could also recognize community members who do some of the Orange Shirt Day activities. The first award I think I would nominate right away is for Garnet Ange-Kennett, the late Garnet Ange-Kennett. So we would ask for an award to be presented posthumously to, his family and to recognize him within the or TRC committee, as being someone who promoted truth and reconciliation and who worked hard at the Indian residential school. So that would be the first one, I would think. And then, yeah, so what does everybody else think?
Would you have different categories, like, maybe the for business, individuals? Yeah, I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah,
Like the idea of it being like a dressy event, because there's so few dressy events, right?
yeah,
People like.
dress up, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and if like I've seen, because I'm very fashion oriented, but if you see some of the like ribbon skirt outfits that people are getting.
Well, I mean,
that
you could
they
even
wear to
have
these
a
events, like,
fashion show on the side,
like they're beautiful.
Yeah. Fashion show, I'm sure we have some Métis people in town. And yeah,
I just have my Métis staff, not sure about it.
But it would be really interesting to see like people showing up to the event
Mhm.
with, dressy outfits with indigenous
yeah,
flares to them.
Traditional.
Because like even some of the men, like some of the dress shirts that.
Yeah,
yeah, they never get a
Yeah.
chance to wear
They're
them
just so
anywhere.
Beautiful, like
Yeah.
I, yeah, I really appreciate that. I've seen it.
To a fashion show.
Yeah, so
During evening.
we could have the best dress award.
Yeah.
Dress.
Next to the work plan, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that you guys are interested in doing, that one I'd probably get a vote for though. That one you probably what? Get a vote for to add it to the work
Oh,
plan.
okay, okay.
Okay.
Who wants to go? Do you want to go, Eileen? Do you want
We have to make a motion.
to make a motion? Oh, sorry.
We've done it.
Oh.
Yeah. We should add that to the work plan then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be the motion, the awards. But I would look into online to see what kind of awards people
Yeah.
are
Mhm.
getting and how they do theirs, to do some research into an event like that, so.
And you can even partner with, because the town did this several years ago. They had a wine event at the rec center and they had music and they had slam catered it, the slam food.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was fantastic. It was a lovely event.
Oh.
It was- And they did get a liquor license for it was actually held in the gym
Yeah.
and it was beautifully decorated. Like it was so well done. And I think that Meredith was actually involved at that time doing it. It was a beautiful event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be nice to get some funding. Guess we could get somebody to do a nice PowerPoint, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How they do that, introducing the person who did this.
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Presentation.
yeah.
So I missed a wee bit of the conversation sometimes, people, what other places have been doing this?
Pardon?
What other places have been doing these kind of?
Oh, out west somewhere. I don't remember the names. I don't know if it's Medicine Hat or some other places, but I just briefly looked online and had a brain thing going on that evening. Looking around.
I think that'd be good, yeah. So at least people can see, I think people want to be recognized, right?
Yeah.
But people do, just trying their hardest to make this community better. People want
Yeah.
to see that,
Yeah.
you know, yeah,
Yeah, and even like if you recognize a business too,
yeah.
you know, because, you know.
That's
there's a lot of people that do
advertising.
that. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. to
And I'm
recognize.
sure some of the businesses would donate prizes even.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can have gift baskets full of stuff in there. All right, okay, so we'll do that and then, who wants to make a motion to include it in our work plan then?
Make the motion, I'll second it if you make the motion.
Yeah. Do you want to make the motion?
Sure, I propose it and I think we should include it in our work plan.
And I'll second that. motion.
Okay, thank you. Everybody's in agreement? Yay, something to look forward to.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're on to number 5, the budget, and it's Joan who brought this up.
Well, since we had a little bit of money left in the budget.
Yes.
We have a little bit, so we're gonna that money will go back then.
No.
You
So
can vote for it?
No, we cannot move it forward. I did talk to the treasurer and she said that would not be possible. That I would not be able to put it in a reserve.
Yeah, so then the money just goes back into the regular.
Oh, so it just moved in like the surplus?
Yes, yes, yes.
So if there was anything that
The
you wanted to purchase,
suggest that we take $50 and get coffee and tea supplies for our committee for the year.
Yeah.
I mean, because.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
and, yeah.
how would you like to do that? Would you like me to just buy like a Tim's gift card or not Tim's gift card?
No,
Rice Market gift card?
We could just use the Keurig, but we can't use that because we don't, it's not, we're not financially to use it.
Okay,
So we just bought our own Keurig for coffee and tea.
okay.
Do you, are you guys okay with that?
I've been using that Keurig a lot. Am I not supposed to use it?
You don't have to use it when you're at the TRC. You can use it when you're at. Yeah, so-
I've been using it all the time. Every time I have a, oh, is
Yeah.
that okay? Oh, okay.
Oh, you're keeping it fresh.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying
The
that.
mechanic.
Yeah, it's provided the council.
Yeah, so each organization has to buy, yeah.
Okay, then,
Just can't use one.
The supplies, yes, so if we buy our own supplies, then we have them and we can use them, yeah.
Okay.
So,
I hope these are recyclable pods.
No, I'm just wondering though, like, the best way to, like, where would you get the supplies from?
Just from John.
Just from John's, okay. Well, so I'm thinking if I just got, if, you know, just to be on the safe side, if I got like $100 Johnny's gift card.
That we.
Oh, yeah, that's for just,
Yes, yes, that would
maybe
be,
that would be a better.
yes, yeah, yes, that's probably the easiest way to do it.
Huge.
Then we could get some bottles. Yeah, so do we need a motion to then? Yeah, okay, so I motion that we get $100 gift card from Johnny's in order to buy. Beverages for the council meeting or for the TRC meetings for the year of 2025.
Dollar. Mhm.
Yeah, she wants to do 100. Yeah,
Definitely, we're not there
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
so I want to second it.
okay, Bruce. Mhm.
We have to all favor.
All in favor, yeah.
Third and back,
Oh,
Well,
because I don't have a majority without her.
oh, okay.
Update on, hold on. Okay, so. Okay, that's number 5, number 8, and then, also we're done with number 8, and now we're moving on to number 9, which is the work plan. And it's the update on work completed or in progress.
I think we kind of covered that in the working group check-in, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so we kind of talked about it already. Okay, great. And our next meeting date is January 21, 2025.
wow. It's been 5 years since COVID. Wow.
Yeah. Really? 25 past.
Yeah, still getting vaccinated.
Yeah. Still, yeah, get your boosters.
Yeah, I got mine.
Yeah.
I got mine the other day, it hurt for a couple days.
Yeah, my arms, yeah. I got flu and
Flu
COVID.
and COVID, yeah.
Yeah, one of each. So as soon as we have to vote, we'll be able to adjourn.
Yeah,
Um,
anyway,
now, Joe, before we vote on it, I guess, I know that you've been supplying the food. Like, did you want maybe just the rest of your money in the gift card so you could pay for lunch as well?
I used my $150.
Okay.
Yeah, like that $150 that was given to. Yeah. For our expenses, that's what I used. Oh, so yeah, so I feel like I've been. Find that.
That gingerbread cookie, that was delicious.
oh, yeah, yeah.
If you are willing to share that recipe, I would love to have it.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I was gonna say. If you liked any of the stuff, we'll try to send the recipe.
Very ginger.
Yeah.
It was like probably the best one I've ever had. It was very good.
And I took the recipe, it had everything in it. Cloves, I put nutmeg in there.
It's very soft.
And salt.
Yeah, it's very soft and squishy. Yeah, yeah, it's very delicious.
No, walnuts. That's a snowball. That's just a basic butter and flour. And
It's just that one starting.
no,
No,
no.
okay.
It looks like an Italian wedding cookie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's different names for.
Yeah,
Did you make these?
Yeah,
Nice, thank you.
and that round one with the wreath looking thing is a German cookie. It's called Berlin Franzer or something like that. It's got orange butter and flour. And
spoiling us.
Yeah.
I will say, sorry to interrupt. On the 21st, I'll be in Toronto for the Roma conference with Mayor Doug and Brian McKinnon. Sorry, I was just looking at the calendar now.
if there's any other TRC committees out there, because I don't
Yeah.
hear too many.
Yeah. Now ask other people when you're out. and about.
Yeah, I'll say it after the camera's off.
Yeah.
I'll say it. Yeah, I've heard about other people's TRC committees, and
Yeah.
let's just say we're doing the most. We're actually,
This awards event now. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay. We should actually go with that.
so I'm leaving the Friday the 17th, and then I'm coming back on Wednesday the 22nd because the 23rd is the budget meeting. Yeah,
I just wanna,
And
do you wanna
Is that,
preemptively then push this meeting back a week or bring it up a week? I'm away the week before.
You want to do the 27th?
I was thinking the 28th,
Change.
that's the Tuesday.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, the 28th, yeah, that's good with me, yeah.
probably. If I have anything scheduled.
I will confirm that the council chambers is available. And then as long as it is, I will get back to you with a positive date.
Thank you.
If I can check that on this computer, and I'm not gonna try while it's recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 28th instead.
No, I have nothing. Oop. Nothing scheduled. Okay, good. So the next meeting date, we're changing it to January 28th. Okay.
I'm thinking we do still have, 3 other committee members that might be able to make it, so.
But they're really good crackle in it.
I like these things.
Which ones?
There could be as a nice crackle.
Yeah.
Guess you can leave those for whoever. And there's a peppermint patty, peppermint and wintergreen.
Green one
The
is.
green ones, there's wintergreen. And all it is
Or the right one's probably better.
cream cheese.
Oh,
Cream cheese and icing. And you mix it up.
Okay, okay.
And
it's really good.
and then you add the color and you also add the peppermint or the wintergreen. The green one is wintergreen.
You have to vote on her. It's really good.
And I use gloves.
But if you're gonna leave them here, if you don't mind, I'll just take them downstairs for the staff.
Yeah.
They love treats here.
Yeah. Yeah, just bring them down there.
Yeah, we need just to vote,
Yeah.
Vote on her. All in favor.
So the next meeting date, we are changing it to January 28th. If that's okay with you. Yeah. And then we'll have a motion to adjourn, I guess. We're on to number 11 now.
Did you get her vote? Yeah.
Or- All right, so, and then we're number 11, the motion to adjourn. So who wants to move? Joan and Reese.
Yeah.
Okay, the mover, the seconders, and yes, all in favor?
Stay on it.